Yo,
Hey, you alright there, Bonzo? My dog's sleeping and he's dreaming currently.
yeah, that
And he does
sounded.
this.
That did not sound like a dog in any
No,
way.
yeah, no. He has when he gets a bit carried away in his dreams. I assume a bit like me. I tend to lash out a lot in my dreams. I think my dog just follows suit. He's also a grumpy ass as well.
Hmm.
Apparently, he takes after me in a lot of ways. Not sure I'd like him if he were human.
Anyway, on to the racing.
Yes. Welcome to On the Loose. We took a little break last week because we found
We had
out
a
on the
big
day
rant.
of upload that it was a constructive rant last week before pre this happening, and I gave legitimate what I believe Red Bull promoters should do, and then they decided to block my video because we shared some social media post of a team that happens to have some racing in it. Like you can basically trash them, talk absolute shit about them, have no reasoning, have no balance, and no actual constructive criticism, and you'll be fine. But when you actually give a constructive reasoned argument of think this is happening and you kind of need to sort it out and maybe doing things like da 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 da, how does everybody feel? You get shut down.
Good stuff.
Yes, indeed.
So that
was that.
40 minutes wasted, but never mind.
Yeah, I mean, I felt I got a rant a little bit, so it was nice. We didn't have time to do it because I wanted to share some of the GRX stuff because obviously you boy did great. Anyway, sod WRX. We're on some proper stuff today. We're on
Indeed.
the BTRDA
Back in
Clubmans
Britain.
Rallycross series. It was the final round. It was in Knockhill, and so long as on yesterday, from if you're watching it on Thursday, I've actually done the vlog. Here's the vlog, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes or something. Not for us because we'll just continue talking in about 5 seconds, but you'll be 10 minutes. So here we are. We're at Knockhill. See the track behind us. It's my first time at Knockhill, and very much looking forward to it. It's a really cool track. I haven't seen it. That new VX320 of Bleed's House will sound really good. So, same business as usual. Get some pictures, hopefully, some videos, get some tracks. Dive in action. See what the crack is. Some good times. Yes, this is over where we've seen the infield. Struggling a little bit with the photography just because of the supposed level of equipment. But yeah, really good. I haven't particularly done a lot around the paddock yet. I'm going to have a walk around, take some pictures of the cars. been quite nice having a bit more of a chilled out day today and just enjoying being here. I'll be struggling with the legs, not gonna lie, and the back. It's hard to kicking off, but we're having a hell of a lot of fun. And yeah, that mud section is going to get ridiculously worked this afternoon. It is just an epic track. I think it's. I've got to drive it. You know, obviously I've done it on like project cars, and it's cool. I like it. But yeah, I've got to drive it one day. Got it.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah. Let's go! If I go, I'ma get. When I flow, I'ma hit. And I know I'm the kid. I'm a soul, don't forget. I'ma blow up when it got my...
Right, so that's pretty much it for Knockhill. Also, how cool is that little playground? Oh, the kids are here. Yeah, so I'm gonna start heading back. I kind of struggle with the legs today, so I'm gonna be heading back, and then let's talk about the finals. And I'll, by magic, be in my front ring.
Hello, welcome back.
Hello. So I'm not 100% sure what I actually filmed on the day. I hope there was something that was actually half decent. It was a great day. Unfortunately, I was in ridiculous pain with my legs, which basically just rendered my whole body completely rubbish. And I ended up actually leaving a bit early because I quite frankly didn't know I was going to drive home if I left any later. And it's a long drive back
Which
to Leeds.
is not good.
Yeah, what my body actually starts doing now is that it kind of shuts off all pain, but then when I stop, I start shaking and just collapse pretty much. Kind of really need to get it sorted, but you know.
Yeah, it's not.
I need to go private because NHS aren't doing crap, unfortunately. So yeah, it was a great day. It was incredibly wet. Probably have seen that on some of the vids. Now it was all live. Well, it wasn't all live from Q3, and the finals was live on YouTube, Motorsport TV, on Facebook, maybe, possibly, can't remember. It was awesome. You know, Knockhill's one of the few tracks that has the ability to do that. Lyddon being the other one. Blighton has nothing. And Pembury just doesn't know what internet is that far out in South Wales, I don't think. And Blighton's just I mean, you can get a signal there. But
the only building is like a little shack, really, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. The cafe. Like a little bit around it. So it's really cool to, I think, to be able to show that live properly to everybody. You know, with it being Knockhill, the entry is a little bit low because it is a heck of a journey for a lot of people, especially those in, you know, South, Midlands and South, really. But it was a... Why can I hear myself?
Probably echoing through my thing.
Oh, disgraceful behaviour.
Fuck! I keep pressing wrong things. Sorry.
Well, don't do that. You're very aggressive, Mr. Andrew. You're supposed to be calm and
I'm trying to. You know, like when you're trying to use your turn the volume down and stuff, but doing it through the volume mixer with a touchpad, it's not a good idea. Don't do it.
I don't, because I rarely use a laptop anymore.
I would just, trying to multitask, and it's not a good idea. So I'm just going to stop.
Men are not able to multitask efficiently.
Clearly.
It's put me off now. Anyway,
I apologize.
What was I going to say? I don't know. But so, yeah, it was a really, really good event. The track of Knockhill. Have you ever seen the rallycross track or gone on road jet cars too?
Yes.
In fact, we did the walk around, didn't we?
Yeah,
the British there. It is a really cool track. It's I think it's one of the best rallycross tracks. I think it's one of the only rallycross tracks in the UK, but it is one of the best ones. I think it's got a bit more, it's got more undulation than Pembury.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cause it's basically on the side of a hill. It's like that, isn't it? Really?
That first corner is so tricky as well. And obviously, with it being so wet, there was quite a few offs in there, and then on the loose as well. Because that first corner, as you dive down, like, I can't wait to drive it one day, because I think I'll probably crash on the first time, because I'll be that unbalanced on the car. Well, I won't crash, spin off in a controlled manner. But yeah, it was really, really good. The overall championship went to Jason Bleasdale. Because he is who he is, I suppose, instead of bringing the car he knew that worked well, he brought his brand new build that he'd only tested the day before for a few laps at Teesside, which is a K24 NA VX220. And it's awesome. He did. Yeah, I mean, basically, despite what the commentary was saying, if you actually worked out the maths, he needed to effectively cross the line to start, and then he could have just pulled off. He's been that consistent all season. So yeah, he took the championship, the overall championship, which kind of basically works out with the points you're making up in each of your classes from all your wins or whatever positions you get in. Them total points also go towards your overall BTRDA Clubman production, Clubman Rallycross series. So that was really cool. The car works spotless. It might be a Bleasdale thing, because Darren's, I think, well, speaking to Darren Bleasdale in the minis, I think he got the car out like a few days before, because he hadn't actually touched it since Blighton.
Good effort.
Looked at it, and then went and raced it all weekend, and it was still fine. So it's quite funny. You can kind of go from that kind of reliability to like a car that's breaking down every single round and driving you insane. Which that's rallycross for you, I suppose. Yeah, so fair play to Jason. He's also leading the British Super National, I want to say, by about 14 points at the minute. So they've got Lydden Hill coming up about a week next weekend, and then they've got Spa. So if he gets both championships, I think that'll be pretty cool. But it was a really good one. So I hope the vlog did well. It was great seeing people again. I didn't stay around. I didn't really do much of the live stuff, because we just didn't really need to. And you had Sarah Hall there on the presenting and what have you. I must next year with the BTRDA. Gotta have a good think about what we're gonna do with it there. But yeah, it was a fantastic. I really suggest that anybody who hasn't really got to any rallycross has a trip along to BTRDA next season. I'll push it a lot because I like it. It's a really cheap day out, so long as it's not like 5 hours from you. But Premier Inns, if you book them in advance, are pretty cheap. Just if you leave to the last week, like I do. And also, in fact, I'll tell you what, I got a quote from Jason actually about his winning. I completely forgot to say it, so I just thought it's in the Downforce article that will be going up about the final. But he was saying that he was over the moon. He knew going up to Knockhill that all he had to do was drive off the line of Q1 and that was enough. But I took the risk taking a brand new untested car. I was still very nervous in free practice not to drop it. And actually, I nearly did, getting close to the tyres on the gravel. Can you imagine if he'd taken the brand new build out in practice before he'd record himself as in a racer and not won the championship?
Yeah, that'd have been quite unfortunate, really.
That man. On the grid in Q1, the nerves were mental, but then the green light, dropped the clutch and it went, and I knew I'd done enough and won the championship. So I just think it's awesome. Yeah, I'll take it nice and easy, and then nearly bin it in practice. To be fair, it was so wet, so wet. I mean, it rained all night, so practice the track was absolutely soaking. That gravel was so slippy, just nobody could get grip. It was just constantly feathering the throttle. But yeah, quick roundup. If you haven't watched the YouTube, maybe we'll drop it below. Actually, bear with the commentary initially, and then it gets quite decent, apart from bad maths. And obviously we've got downforce articles. So super modified. Obviously, Bleasdale won the overall for that, as well as the championship. In terms of the minis, I think, and I might be wrong, I think Andrew Hawks won the mini class, the championship in the end. Darren beat him in the race. Darren came second. And then Phil Chicken in the Super 1600 came third in that. I want to say Andrew won it. So I know Darren was behind him slightly, but the points, when you actually watch this, the updated points for the championship will be up. At time of recording, they have not been uploaded, even though they're going up at some point tonight, apparently. I think that's it. In the modified class now, the modified, because it was being brand new, it didn't have any points towards the overall championship. But Max Weatherly took that comfortably. The guys in second and third place weren't there for the round. Production came down to the final. It was between Rory Denning and Harry Volkard, and they literally crossed the line bumper to bumper. So Rory Denning took that overall championship as well in the production. The Clubman 4x4s were there again. It's not really you don't really get any like the supercars, or you get some really old actual supercars, but the production 4x4 was joined in with that. Dan Beatty won that. He won the title. I think it's his second title now. He's looking at taking a year or two off. And Chris Baker, to be fair, when Chris Baker they swapped it round, so in the final, the production cars set off in front of the Clubman cars. And Chris Baker then didn't get caught up in any traffic and really pushed. He pushed Dan for the good sort of first half of the final. Really pushed him hard. And then in the classic, Vince Bristow, my man in that E36, just did what he does best, and he was just sideways going out that final corner constantly. It was a joy to watch. He took the championship as well in that, and in the junior, Owen Robbins, youngster, took that one. They had a really good battle with him and Potter, so it was really, really good. It's a hell of a track, Knockhill. It really is. I'm looking forward to going again next year. I just need to figure out what we're doing.
Indeed.
So that's that. I'm just looking forward to next season. There's more cars, there's more super mod cars coming on. There's a few other production cars kind of up for sale at the minute. And it's going to be.
The thing is, the world will have got a lot more back to normal by next year as well. So hopefully people's revenues will be coming back in and stuff like that.
Exactly. Even even really at clubman level, you kind of, unless you have got money, you need some help. That's a big issue with us really kind of getting into racing, and it's having that somewhere to have the cars or to the one to pack the cars. Well, that's really cool. The cool thing for next year as well, and I'm really hoping this series takes off. We're going to be doing some articles and some videos on these so people can really understand what they're about. But the FIA cross cars are coming to BTRDA next year. They are ridiculous. They are stupidly fast. In fact, at Worlds, last one at Worlds, they had the Portuguese Rallycross as well. And there was cross cars splitting up the supercars in practice in the times. They're that fast for, I think it's 23 grand if you want to go and buy one with the season of BTRDA included.
Which really is quite cheap, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's nothing else you can get for that kind of.
I mean, suppose all they are is a
cage with a
motorbike
engine and some really little wheels.
Yeah.
So you've got sequential boxes for free because of bike engine and all that stuff, and it's the epic. I want to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to go in most things because I just like that shit, but I really want to go. I want to see how fast I spin around in a 360 and go. Oh,
that would be pretty cool to do. To be
meant to go straight there. But yeah, we'll see about that. So yeah, it's been a great season. It's been my kind of first season trying to follow BTRDA. Tried to do some live stuff. Things have been quite difficult because of signal. So we want to kind of get some ideas, I think, for next year. I obviously have to possibly factor in some element of leg, body, health, pain, but I've got some time now to try and work on that. Turns out as soon as you get to 30, everything goes downhill. But I want to try and also push a lot more car builds. So maybe, for the fans as well, we can see the variation of cars at something like BTRDA and
I
Five
think
Nations.
During the off season, we should be able to get some ideas.
That's it. Even during some of the racing, if we can get 10-15 minutes of someone's time, a quick interview like we did with some of those short interviews, and we can really push the kind of different cars you can have going from production, all the way up to your super modified level. I think it'd be really cool. So let us know your thoughts on that. Let us know what you'd like to kind of see. The really good events, the really fun events, and they can't really get the coverage because of the limitations of some of the tracks in terms of signal. I've even wondered about some form of a post commentary type thing. Don't know. So let us know your thoughts, and we'll look forward to next year. Well done to Jason again for taking the overall. Said he will be back next year, so see if we can do it 2 years on the trot.
Yeah.
So have fun, everyone, and look after yourself. Stay safe. It's getting dark and cold out there. Winter is coming.
Yeah. Catch you all later.
See you all.